Get bang, son, you know I'll be doing my thing. Y'all rearrange because you know I'm something serious. Make you delirious, curious when you're hearing this. I'm making most cats retire they mics. It's like the same way some more cats retired they nikes. It seems y'all need a dose of the real. Most y'all can't feel all the lyrical skills. And since y'all never closing the deal, I post up and I spiel so authentic and steal.
Alright, what's going on, guys? It's The Real Deal. And, I'm doing a first time video, and I'm actually going to get rid of that picture of Nasty in the background. Display. Okay, so I thought I'd do something a little different. This is a first time video for this, so bear with me. You are listening, or watching, I guess in this case, because it's a YouTube video on EBar's channel, a new series that I'm going to title Dose of the Real, just because the intro of the song is called Dose of the Real, done by my good friend Nasty, and I want to thank him for letting me use that as the intro. If you want to cop a copy of the album that's from, just go to his page, sonasty.com, and go to it's sonaztee.com. Go to his downloads page, and there's a CD there called Livewire. Check that out. It's a 2-disc album. Go check that out. Plus his other music as well, and all the other Hood Rat affiliates, including myself. So, what is this show about? I'm going to give you guys a quick insight, and then I'm going to get right down to it. Basically, I'm going to break down 205 Live and NXT. This is going to be a two-parter because I didn't watch NXT yet. So this will be the 205 Live review. And then excuse me. And then we're going to go on from there, and I'll do NXT when I get a chance to watch it, maybe first thing tomorrow. Maybe I'll watch it tonight, review it, and then upload the video tomorrow. But we'll wait and see. So, with that being said, we open the show with a promo for a Fatal 5-Way match. Austin Aries, TJ Perkin, Akira Tozawa, the Brian Kendrick, and Tony Nese. We open the show with that promo for the main event of the evening, which we'll get to in a little bit. And then Neville comes in, and he kind of just stands there for a few seconds, like I would say probably about 10 to 15 seconds, and then he goes on to say that it's been 1 year, 1 day that he was robbed of his chance to be at WrestleMania last year, and claimed that nobody really cared about him. Like nobody had the feel for Neville last year, and he was forgotten by everybody. Which I can kind of see. Excuse me. I can kind of see. But at the same time, a lot of people wanted him to come back pretty much right from the start. We all missed Neville, but we didn't think that he was going to come in the capacity of a 205 Live opponent. And, pretty much take the title. So he goes on to talk about how he's obliterated all divisions he's ever been in, especially the 205 Live Cruiserweight division, and he pretty much says that anybody that challenges him at this point is going to regret it, because he's going to just destruct everybody. Or deconstruct everybody, excuse me, and the whole division. Which was a really good promo. One of the better ones I've seen by Neville, actually. And then we go on, and Mustafa Ali actually interrupted him for the next match. He was kind of getting tired of everything, and he just said, "You know what? Hit my music. I'm going out." So he comes out, and we got match 1 underway. It was Mustafa Ali versus Drew Gulak, and it started off with a easy takedown on Drew Gulak, and he kind of had the lower hand at some point. You know, there was kind of small things that happened. You know, like basic slap to the chest, small package kicks. One of the bigger things that happened in this match was the springboard scissor kick out to the outside, followed by a springboard crossbody guillotine reverse. It was like some sort of guillotine hold or flip, and it was great. And he reversed a throw on he reversed it, and it put a hold on or like a hold on his neck, and when he did the flip, it was great. Kind of just going through my notes here, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, this is the first show, so it's gonna kind of give me a chance to, you know, get things out there and get the kinks out, I guess. And we seen a gory special actually by Drew Gulak, which was kind of nice. And one of the better moves that I seen in this match, it happened a little bit later on, was the suicide dive into the ring, into like a tornado DDT, which was really well crafted, really well done. And in my opinion, I think, you know, since WWE does all their planning during the house shows, I think it took them probably a little bit of time to practice that. As I said, it was a very well crafted move. And then we once that happened, we got the 450 inverted 450 splash for the win by Mustafa Ali. And no sooner had that happen, Gulak just kind of was like, you know what, I'm gonna go and complain. So he went down to the commentary table, and he pretty much said that nobody appreciated what he does, and he's tired of, you know, coming out and not being appreciated. And there was a lot of complaining, which I really didn't like. And he also mentioned that the problem isn't him. The problem is the 205 Live program. I can see where he's coming from. Very well, actually. Because I kind of agree with him, in a sense. I find the 205 Live show, as well crafted as it is as a cruiserweight show, there's really not a lot to it. There's not a lot of give to the show for, you know, being a high flyer competitor. There's not really a lot of high fly moves. WWE kind of tones it down, so to speak. I'm so used to watching the TNA's the Impact X Division that, you know, that they don't hold nothing back. You know, they'll go on top of the X and they'll just bam. So I kind of don't agree with that, but I do agree with that. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's a weak promo. He did get a lot of points across when he was talking about it, but at the same time, it was still weak for being a cruiserweight promo. And then we had another promo segment after that. It was Noam Dar and Arya Daivari backstage. They were talking about the upcoming tag match, which we'll get to in a second. Noam Dar said that they make a good tag team. Daivari says, you know what, I don't need you. And that was it. And then we go on to probably one of the better matches of the night. I'm not going to say it was 5-star rating match for the night, because it wasn't. I'll get to that in just a little bit. But we did see a lot of neck holds and stuff, simple cruiserweight stuff. It's just one of those let's get this over with matches. There's really not a lot to say about it, excuse me. Other than the only good thing about it was when when the reversal came and Jack Gallagher come in the ring or tagged in Swan, in the ring, and he's just throwing everybody out, and he does a nice springboard stomp into a rolling thunder, which I thought was well crafted. It was well done. And then we just get a basic drop kick for the win. So it was like, whatever. Like I said, the only thing that was good to me was the springboard stomp into the rolling thunder, or into the thunder bomb. Sorry, not the rolling thunder. Other than that, that match was lackluster at best, I guess. And then after the match, why they're teasing this, I'm not sure. Or not teasing, but why they're bringing this in, I'm not sure. We had Noam Dar come on the microphone and claims that because he didn't have anything to give Alicia Fox at the time, he gave her his victory from the match, which was kind of stupid, because no sooner had that happened, some random guy comes in with a big, almost life-size teddy bear and gave Alicia Fox, the bear. What else can I say? Literally, I'm doing this with my hands. You guys can see it. Why? I want to face palm myself, but I know it's gonna hurt if I do, because I'm gonna face palm pretty hard, just because that match was that bad. And then we go to the main event, which was the Fatal 5-Way match. And I'm sorry, guys, but for 5 people in the ring, it was a lot of action to keep up with. There was a lot of springboards outside. Excuse me. Excuse me, I had to take a drink here. Yeah, there was a lot of outside movement. There was a couple things that happened in the ring. A couple of nice holds and stuff. Honestly, the springboard stuff outside the ring and inside, there was a couple moves that were done springboarding inside the ring that kind of highlighted the moment. If I had to choose one, there was a moment where TJ Perkins did a nice springboard off the rope, and I can't remember the move offhand, what he did, but it was just well crafted. In my opinion, as far as competitors, the 2 top stars, or actually I'm going to go as far as 3, even though there was only 5 in the match. The 3 top stars, in my opinion, were Austin Aries, TJ Perkin, and Akira Tozawa. They had that moment where, they've all worked together, so why not craft that in there with going in WWE standards of, hey, you guys can't do this, or, you can do this. It was one of those. WWE, as I mentioned before, does dumb things down a lot, which I really don't like. The ending was really good. Austin Aries come in with his finisher and took the victory. So Austin will now face excuse me. Do apologize for the coughing. I'm just kind of the weather's been weird for me. So, yeah. But yeah, Austin Aries comes in and takes the win, and he will face Adrian Neville at WrestleMania, or actually, Yes, sorry, that is at WrestleMania. I kind of got confused there with NXT because the competitors are on NXT as well. But one thing I will mention, and this is kind of along what I just said, is the fact that, you know, you have the 205 Live cast who are cruiserweights going into Mania, but we have NXT having their own event with no superstars from NXT going on Mania, as far as we know. Now, there is speculation that we will see a Mania event, or a Mania call-up, or a main roster call-up at Mania, and hopefully it happens, because rumor, now I'm going to stress that word very highly, rumor is Shinsuke Nakamura. I hope it's true, because, you know, we have all the tools, so to speak, to bring somebody like him into the picture. You know, we have Akira Tozawa. Grand Metalik is coming into the Cruiserweight division soon. He's been working in the Performance Center. He'll be debuting on NXT soon. We have TJ Perkins, who was Suicide in TNA, or Manic, whichever you prefer. Same with Austin Aries. Austin Aries played that character, but he also played a heavyweight and cruiserweight in TNA. Tony Nese, I'm not really sure about. I really haven't seen him besides watching him in 205 Live and on the Cruiserweight Classic back last summer. And then, of course, we have the returning Brian Kendrick, who, another name that returned, and I'm kind of curious as to where he went, was Tajiri. I think him and Akira could have awesome matches. With that being said, guys, that was the breakdown of 205 Live, which you can catch on the WWE Network right after SmackDown, and then you can catch Talking Smack. I watched a little bit of Talking Smack this week. I really didn't watch a lot of it. Basically everything that happened on SmackDown was boring to me this week, but I will let you guys know about that on probably the next scoop. I'll call in, or maybe I'll call in the day. I know Noah didn't do a Noah Adonis show this week, so he didn't get to do his SmackDown review, and I don't think he watched SmackDown anyway. So with that being said, guys, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already done it, please subscribe, and you can go to my Beam, which is just RDX, or you can, of course, or Real Deal X, sorry, or you can go to YouTube, RDX. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. Of course, give EBar's channel a like and a thumbs up, since this is where this new home is going to be. For Dose of the Real, I am the Real Deal DJ Extreme, and if you haven't already, go into EBar's Discord and my Discord. I do have a channel in there that plays music pretty much 90% of the day, so you guys will be able to check that out and hopefully enjoy it. I see Jesus in there every once in a while. Travis jumps in there. But if you guys want requests, you guys can always hit me up in the Discord as well. With that being said, I am going to bounce out this time. So give the video a like and a thumbs up, subscribe, and tell your friends. And if you subscribe, hit the little bell so you guys get notifications. And I am the Real Deal, and I'm out.